Welcome back to Miniature Adventures. I've had a parcel come in the post and I've been waiting for this for a while. I think this was dispatched about a week and a half ago, and as is our local sorting office's way, we got basically a week's worth of post finally arrive in one big batch. I mean, the postman was groaning under a sack because he had just masses of post for everyone, because we're getting effectively one delivery a week at the moment. But anyway, parcel was finally arrived, so let's open it up. This is, I can see from the front of the envelope that this is from Timecast. So it's some buildings that I've been waiting on. So very sturdily packaged. Let's keep the packaging. I always keep the packaging. I'll find a use for that at some point. Yeah, I say buildings, it's not quite buildings. Haystacks. So first off are some miniature little haystacks, little European style haystacks, really very nice. Some of the models need a little bit of attention, so let's find, there's an example there. I don't think you can see the top, there's a bubble in there. I can repair that with a little bit of milliput or something like that, but most of them are fine. A little bit of bubbles in the tops of the models, but not all of them. I only wanted a few. These will do nicely for my games, and to be honest, once they're painted up you'll hardly notice them. And then I also got some large haystacks. So these are basically just a dome of hay, big haystacks. These are better quality. There's no bubbling in these, although one of them does have a little bit of a misshapen lump on there, but again, that's something that can be trimmed off. Actually, it's worth noting that these are called corn stooks on the Timecast website, and these are sort of like basic style haystacks, big pile. Obviously, in the day and age before mechanisation turned your hay into nice square bales. The only thing is, and I did know this before I bought them, the Timecast models seem to be made from a sort of, I don't know, plaster material. It's a bit hard to tell what it is. I'm not sure that it's a resin as such. It feels more like a plaster material. It's got that sort of very powdery feel to it. And I know from experience that this stuff soaks up paint like nothing I've ever experienced. I painted a building up from Timecast a few years ago, and it soaked the paint up before it even finished a stroke with the brush, and it made it really hard to actually work the brush, and the colours in particular came out very pastel colour because they were being sucked into the white plaster, and of course the white plaster was showing through what was left. So I ended up doing several coats of paint before I finally got a surface that was accepting the colour that I wanted it to be. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm actually going to soak these in or brush them down with a dilute PVA, just to sort of seal the surface, the same as you would do if you was going to paint over a plaster wall. You seal the surface or size it, whatever you want to call it. So with a dilute PVA, and then when it's all dry, then I can prime them, and hopefully that will work out a lot better. It'll accept, it won't suck up all that moisture like the other model I did. I mean, don't get me wrong, the model turned out wonderful and the quality was still very good, but it was just very difficult. I found it very difficult to paint. So these I'm going to seal with a little bit of PVA before I actually start priming them and then painting them. But there you have it, some an assortment of European style haystacks for my Second World War theatre, Northern European theatre of war. Although to be honest, they'd be suitable for pretty much any European setting. So there you have it from Timecast.